Got my coffee, got my new vest. Let's do this. Hey everyone, welcome to Comics with Bueller. As always, I'm Bueller. Today's my top 10 picks for new comics coming out September 16, 2020. This is where I show you some great covers, some great stories, and some spec books you might want to be on the lookout for. If you're new to our channel, do me a favor, subscribe right now. It does help us out quite a bit. And also turn on that notification button because you don't want to miss the next video. Don't forget to go to Max Pro Supplies for all your comic book supply needs. Enter the code Bueller at checkout and you save 10%. I also want to remind you, stick around till the end of the video because you're definitely going to want to enter the Thunderdome. And just so you know, the Thunderdome might have just claimed its very first victim. Alright everybody, if you can't tell already, say it with me. I'm all jacked up on coffee yet again. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and take a look at my top 10 picks for new comics coming out September 16th, 2020. We got a relaunch to start off the list today. We got Iron Man #1 brought to you by Christopher Cantwell. And this one, Tony is going back to basics. It looks like he's got a brand new suit as well. And there is a redhead that makes an appearance. You might think you know who it is, but trust me, you probably don't. We got a few different covers for this one. Let's go ahead and take a look. We got the regular cover, which is just okay. And then we have the Alex Ross Timeless variant. I'm getting all these. They look awesome. And then there's another one, the 1 in 50 Mark Brooks variant. I like that one as well. This one has a regular cover price of $4.99. Next book up on our list is Immortal Hulk #37, brought to you by Al Ewing. Apparently, I didn't know this, Immortal Hulk wasn't the first experiment. He was the second experiment at that Shadow Base Lab, whatever it is. So Bruce is now in charge, so he's going back there, and apparently the first experiment is gotten loose. And you know what? He's going to have to deal with that. We got a few different covers. Let's go ahead and take a look. We got the regular cover, which is by Alex Ross. And then, yes, we have another one of the Timeless variants by Alex Ross. I'm probably going to get both of these. This one has a regular cover price of $3.99. Next book up on our list is Thor #7, brought to you by Donny Cates. I've actually already read this book. I really enjoyed it. It's not as action-packed as the last issue, but it does develop the story very well. There's a nice scene with Beta Ray Bill and Thor just kind of having dinner, talking about everything that went down and all the stuff that might go down in the future as well. And as you can see by the A cover, the Hammer is not very happy, and it looks like a bunch of people are trying to pick it up. Somebody might pick it up, but you might be surprised who it is. I know I was. Anyway, there's a few different covers. Let's go ahead and take a look. We got the A cover, like I said, and then there's the Scon variant as well. That's the one with Galactus on the cover. I like that one quite a bit. There is a version of this one. And then I like the Comic Tom 101 Mystery Mail Call variant. You can only get that one in this box, and I think you can still order it today. I think the cutoff is the 15th. I might be wrong on that. It might already be over, but you know what? I wanted to show the cover because it looked awesome. This one has a regular cover price of $3.99. Moving on to DC now, we have Detective Comics #1027. This one is brought to you by multiple different writers and artists. They're all doing a bunch of stories. This is a mega page issue. It's like 144 pages. There's a ton of different variants. Let me just tell you the ones that I like. We got the regular cover, which I'm showing. And then I like the Art Germ cover. You can pick that up at your LCS. And then the exclusive cover is the Del Auto one. That's my pick out of all the exclusives. That's the one I would want. If you're looking to get this book, apparently it's the 1000th appearance of Batman. That's kind of why it's such a big deal in Detective Comics. It does have a retail regular cover price of $9.99. So for me, I'm probably going to hold off until I can get it for half that. Moving on, we have Strange Adventures #1, the second printing by Tom King. I've been hearing nothing but great things about this book. I passed on it when it came out. If you're not familiar with Adam Strange, the character, and honestly, I'm not, this is my chance to jump on this book and learn about this character. Like I said, a lot of great things about the series, so if you want to pick it up, now's your chance. We have one cover for this, but honestly, they actually have the variant cover as well for a second printing, so either one you can get, and I believe they're also doing second printings for issue 2 and 3 as well, so those might be coming out this week also. This one has a regular cover price of $4.99. Next book up on our list is Big Girls #9, brought to you by Image Comics and Jason Howard. He does all the work on this. He writes it, he draws it, the cover, all that stuff. I really enjoyed #1. It was kind of a quirky story, had some laughs, had some tears. It was kind of fun. Then it got kind of gross and morbid and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that the second issue does the same thing. I'm on board. It's an ongoing series. Sign me up. It's got one cover because that's all you need, and the regular cover price is $3.99. Moving on, we have Stillwater #1 by Chip Zdarsky, the famous writer of Daredevil, one of my favorite titles. In this book, brought to you by Image Comics, apparently nobody dies in the town of Stillwater, as you can see on the cover, like a skeleton lady and stuff like that, so it must get crowded. But if you're into a horror book, this might be the one for you, and this is the one I'm going to get. We got one cover for this because, once again, that's all you need, and the regular cover price is $3.99. Moving on, we have Biggs and Tiny #2, brought to you by Blackbox Comics. I was a fan of the first one. This one is kind of a fun book. If you find this in your comic shop, pick it up and also try to get #1. We got two characters, obviously Biggs, that's the big guy, and Tiny is the tiny character, and they kind of go together. They develop superpowers out of nowhere, and they're trying to adjust, and they're trying to find out how they got their superpowers. Really like the first issue, looking forward to the second. If you want to go to blackboxcomics.net, you can do that as well. Enter the code Bueller10 at checkout, and you save 10% off, and you can guarantee to get this book, because honestly, you might not be able to find it in your LCS. But anyway, this one has a regular cover price of $3.99. Next book up on our list is Heavy #1, brought to you by Max Bemis and Vault Comics. Let me just tell you guys this. If you're a fan of The Punisher, or a fan of Preacher, or a fan of the movie Inception, that's what this book is being compared to. So if you take all three of those things, you mash them all up, you stick them right there in the middle, and all of a sudden you have something called Heavy #1, and that's what you should get. We got a couple different covers. We have the regular cover, and then we have the Tim Daniels variant as well. I like that one. That's probably the one I'm going to pick up. This one has a regular cover price of $3.99. Last book up on our list is Finger Guns #5, brought to you by Justin Richards and Vault Comics. Let me tell you guys this really fast. Justin is a friend of mine. I want to say congratulations to Justin. He had a thought. He made it happen. He made his own book. He literally had a dream about this concept, and it turned into a comic book, and here you go. This is the last book in the series, and I've loved it from day one. Justin, congratulations. Looking forward to more. We got a couple of different covers. We got the regular cover, which I like, and then the variant as well. I'm trying to collect all of these. They look fantastic. This one has a regular cover price of $3.99. All right, everybody, so that's my top 10 picks for all the new comics coming out September 16, 2020. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you bought. Let me know what I forgot, because I want to know. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the Thunderdome. You made it back here for week #3 of the Thunderdome, and we have to tell you very first thing, the Thunderdome has claimed its very first victim. Unfortunately, Economics and Comics Billy has decided not to participate in the Thunderdome. We'll never know what happened. Was it the pressure? Was it the intensity? Was it the heat? Was it the confusion? We'll never know. But Billy, you are welcome back anytime, my friend. The door is wide open. But the Thunderdome waits for no man or woman and just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling. So let's go ahead and see who won from last week. We have Two Brothers Comics coming in at first place with 41 votes for Something is Killing the Children #10. They finished last week and first place this week. Second place is going to Jim Comics for Superman 25. He received 20 votes. Third place is going to Everything Comics. That's Bob. He received 19 votes. But coming in last place, Pop Culture Philosophers Robbie. He picked that new Bill and Ted's book. Unfortunately, that only got him 12 votes, and it got him in last place. Like I said earlier, we lost one of our competitors, so let's go ahead and take a look at the brackets right now. We have 4 competitors. We have Jim Comics all the way from Canada. We got Two Brothers Comics, that's 2 of them. We got Robbie from Pop Culture Philosophers, and Everything Comics, my buddy Bob, he's in the field as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at their picks for this week. First up, we have Jim Comics. He's going with Immortal Hulk #37 by Al Ewing and cover by Alex Ross, one of my favorite books. Then we have Two Brothers Comics. They're going with Batman #99 by James Tynion IV. They're going to go with the B cover. That one looks amazing. Next up, we have Robbie from Pop Culture Philosophers, and he's going with a brand new book, Stillwater #1 by Image Comics, and this is brought to you by Chip Zdarsky, the famous writer for Daredevil. And rounding out the list, we have Bob from Everything Comics. He's also going with Stillwater #1. He's a big fan of Chip Zdarsky as well, the writer of Daredevil. That's his favorite character, and he's sticking with this brand new book. Don't forget to vote for the best pick of the week down in the comments down below. Who picked the best book? We're going to find out next week. Those are some amazing picks, and I gotta tell you, the Thunderdome likes what she sees. Let's go ahead and take a look at an updated leaderboard. Adding up the scores from last week and this week, we now have a three-way tie for first place. We have Two Brothers Comics on the board now. They have 5 total points. Jim Comics has 5 points. Robbie from Pop Culture Philosophers has 5 points. And coming in last is Everything Comics Bob with a whopping 3 total points. Like I said, the first person to get the 50 points wins the $50 grand prize. We're still early on, and I'll tell you this, it's anyone's game to get that $50 grand prize. Let me tell you this, there is a twist in the Thunderdome because this week is Spinal Tap week, and whoever wins this week wins an extra 11 points. And why is it 11 points? Because we go full Spinal Tap, baby, and that's what Thunderdome is all about. Let's go ahead and go back to that other guy who talks about some crappy top 10 list. Is that guy talking crap about my top 10 list? Everyone's a critic. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Don't forget to vote for the Thunderdome. Let me know who had the best pick down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You know what to do. We'll see you next time. Bye.